Pep Talk UK, Pro Beez, still out in Saudi, still acclimatizing before heading back to familiar territories of London. When are you heading back, John Davis Jackson? When are you heading back?
I'm heading back to the States late tonight. We got like a 1 a.m. flight back.
Sunny LA. Sunny LA.
Right now Florida, and then LA.
Let's get straight into it. I need your reaction from Anthony Joshua becoming unified world champion once more. Two-time, as they're saying.
Yes.
What do you make of the performance?
Joshua did what he had to do. It wasn't the prettiest, and it wasn't the most glamorous, but it was what he needed to do to win the fight. Because he knew that if he got careless, that Ruiz had a chance of maybe clipping him. And he didn't want to repeat that same thing as the first fight, so he was smart. It wasn't the most spectacular win, but it was what was needed from him to get his title back.
You say it wasn't the most spectacular. It depends how you look at it. I mean, some people, the purists might say, okay, you put on a boxing clinic, but then also some people might say, well, there wasn't enough action for them. I mean,
exactly.
You just can't make everybody happy, can you?
No, you can't. That's why I say what he did for him, it worked. A lot of people are not going to be happy with it, but guess what? This morning he woke up and what? Heavyweight champion of the world once again. So what he did worked for him. To me, he's still too stiff. He has to loosen up. And don't take me wrong, he won the fight in the fashion he needed to do it. But he didn't look comfortable in doing it.
I was listening to an interview from Deontay Wilder. He said Andrew Ruiz Jr. was a punching bag for 12 rounds. What would you make of those comments?
I wouldn't say a punching bag. I said he didn't get beat up. But Deontay's pretty much on the nose with that. It was a one-sided fight. I don't know if Ruiz was maybe looking for a one-punch knockout, or to me, he just didn't pursue Joshua in a manner that allowed him to be aggressive the way in which he should have been. I mean, he wasn't moving his head, he was walking in, and he was getting caught with shots. So he didn't have out the best laid plan for that fight. If he did, he didn't follow it. He just kind of seemed complacent to be there, and that spelled defeat for him.
Just to conclude, Ruiz Jr., you made some comments about his weight, how his weight affected him. He shouldn't have put on extra weight. I mean, we talked about this off camera a few nights ago, and those extra pounds were hard to move about and chase the long reach of AJ.
Here's the thing with that. If that's your reasoning for not being in the winner's circle, then you should have lost the weight. You can't cry about you can't cry about it afterwards and say, well, I was overweight. Okay, we're the ones fighting. She got your butt in shape. You should have lost the weight. If that's what kept you from being a better fighter that night, you should have gotten in shape. So that wouldn't be an excuse for you. That's a terrible excuse. You had from June until December to keep the weight down. So what happened? That's your fault. You can use that as an excuse.
I remember you were saying that fighters need to listen to their coaches. Ruiz Jr. said, I should have listened to my coach. I should have listened to my coach. I guess you were right with what you were saying about fighters and their coaches, right?
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, some don't. Manuel Robles Jr. is a good guy. He's been around the block a long time. He understands the game of boxing. So if you didn't want to listen to him now on the biggest fight of your life, because the rematch was even more money for you, and should he have won, then the sky was the limit. Now he had maybe Wilder, maybe Fury, whomever, but he had some mega fights on the block for him. So if you don't listen to people that got you there, now that you're there and you lose, listen, you didn't listen, man. So you don't deserve to win. I mean, he made a boatload of money, so you should be happy with that, but you don't want to be complacent with that. Think how much more money you can make, how much more money you could have made with Wilder. And you just didn't do that, so it's hard to say what I could have, would have, should have done. It's over now. You should have done it when you had the chance.
Where does Ruiz Jr. go from here?
It depends how much hunger is there for him now. I mean, the first fight he made a lot of money, second fight he made a ton of money. How much of a desire is there to really want to fight now? Because you realize the dreams, you're able to help your mother now, there's no hunger there. You're living a good life. I'd say for him, he's a good kid, he's a good guy. Go enjoy life. Boxing, you've done more than you were supposed to do. You know, when you beat Joshua the first time, you hit the lottery. And the second time you cash in on it. Go enjoy your life. Because you don't want to fight Wilder. You don't want to fight him. You know, it's a tough fight for you. You know, so there's nothing for him to prove now. He did more than what he was supposed to have done as far as the boxing world was concerned. But he wasn't even favored the first fight with Joshua. So in win the world title, you realize the dream that most guys can't have come to reality. So enjoy life, man. Go do something different with your life. You know, save your money, invest it wisely, and just enjoy your life. Because you proved that if you couldn't make the weight the way you should, you know, as far as come down and be properly conditioned, now that you have even more money, you're not gonna do it now.
What about Anthony Joshua? Can he go on at some point in the future and be undisputed? He's got some mandatory obligations, the likes of Usyk, Pulev. What do you see in the future for Anthony Joshua? I mean, is the sky the limit, or are there potential obstacles ahead?
Well, if he's smart, go get your mandatories out the way. Usyk's a tough fight. Because not because he's a big puncher, but he's smart and he's crafty. That's a tough fight, and he beat a lot of good pros now that were amateurs back then. So he's proven that he's good. He's cagey. He's beatable, but he's very cagey.
Would you say it would be the same though? You've got obviously big, tall, rangy fighter Anthony Joshua. Would Usyk suffer the same fate as Ruiz and be on the end of the jab?
No, and I say that because, like I say, Usyk's he's smart. He's a very intelligent fighter. He's not the best puncher, but boxing-wise, he's very intelligent. He understands the game. He gives you angles. He does certain things to get inside your head, and he frustrates a lot of fighters. For a heavyweight, his movement is better than most, and not dancing movement. Being in front of a guy and making, you know, putting you in a position and taking you out of that position. He's a dangerous fight for anybody. It's a fight I wouldn't take unless I had to. Now, if he's mandatory, give that belt up and go let him fight somebody else. And then make some big money in the unification. Usyk's not the guy you want. I mean, he's beatable, but if you can't land that shot, you can take a pretty good shot. Leave him alone. Leave Wilder alone. Let me answer this question. Let me say this. Last night's fight showed me one thing: that if Wilder hits Joshua that right hand, it's over. Because even though Ruiz didn't hurt him as much this fight, when we hit him and he landed, it shook him and he kind of like, he'd always grab, and you know, he didn't stay calm and just relax and roll with the shot. Every time he got hit, he was like, oh my God, we're going through this again. Last time he showed me that he's not ready for Wilder. Because if Wilder sets him up that right hand, it's over. He's not completely back to being confident as he was before the first Ruiz fight. So he needs a few fights to get himself together, because right now you don't want to fight Wilder. It's just not a good fight for you.
We've seen all the top 5 heavyweights in action over the past like 6 months.
Yes.
Who has performed? Who's impressed you the most? I mean, we've seen Fury had a bit of trouble. Otto Wallin. Anthony Joshua lost to Ruiz, came back. Deontay. We've seen Dillian White in action last night as well, making his return. Who's impressed you? Who's been the standout heavyweight?
Wilder. Believe it or not, Wilder, you know, even though, you know, he was, I guess, in most people's eyes, he was losing to Ortiz the second fight. He was so calm in the way that he set him up with the right hand. He just kept taking his time. He kept getting closer with the right hand. And when he got close enough, he let it go. Wilder right now, because of Wilder, he's such a high right now. I'm not saying he's the best boxer out there, but he's the most dangerous, and right now he's on top of his game and what he does best. So he right now is the top dog at the heavyweight division. Second, you can give it to Fury because he's been winning, but his opposition hasn't been that good. Dillian's fought a lot of good fighters, but he's just not getting back, you know, his first fight in a while. I think he needs to get a few more fights and lose some of that weight, and maybe make a few changes, adjustments. He can make some noise. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that are still trying to get back up off that ladder, and some young guys coming up. So it's interesting for the division right now what can materialize.
John Davis Jackson, it's been a pleasure.
Yes.
Catch up with you once more. Safe flight back to LAX.
Appreciate it, man. Like I said, once again, it's always a pleasure to be on your show with you.
Thank you. Pep Talk. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you. Cheers.